Good morning, my friends. Your old pal Jordan the Lion. You're probably wondering, what's up with the Bob Barker book, dude? Well, he kind of plays into today's vlog. You know, I wrote him a long time ago, tried to get an interview with him, never got a response. So I'm going to do the vlog today that I kind of wanted to ask him about. I'm going to do it without him. Days with Jordan the Lion, and that guy begins now. Well, good morning, my friends. Well, today I'm wearing my friend Craig the Scottish Guy's shirt. And we're gonna start the day out today over at the park. Let's go. This mural right here is from Giant. When I went to pick Ja up at Kevin's house the other day, he was actually watching Giant. Well, we came to the small park today because I'm gonna do a lot of vlogging in Hollywood today. Now, like I said, today's vlog is kind of about something Bob Barker-ish. Let me explain. So, I don't remember when it was, but a while ago I did a vlog on the Outpost sign. And when I was doing research on the Outpost sign, I found an interview with Bob Barker telling why he lives in the Outpost Estates, his whole story behind it, and it kind of backtracks where his house is located. That's where the very first Adobe in Los Angeles was. So he had his house made a historic landmark. Now, a lot happened on that site over the years, over like 200 years, and I'm going to tell you about it today. So that's our deal today. Bob Barker's house and a famous actress that lived across the street that had something that she had removed immediately. So far, not one puppy here to play with. Not one. Right up there is the apartment of William Holden from Sunset Boulevard. See, the camera looks right up into his window. Actually, I think it's on the other side though. So that's what it comes down to when there's no dogs here. Follows me around, hanging at my ankles, and then when I sit down, he sits on top of the table waiting. It's a waiting game. Alright, another puppy just showed up, so Josh's starting to get happier. The ears immediately perked up as soon as he heard the dog's chain rattling, and he took off. Well, that was a big old waste of time, wasn't it? 4 dogs showed up, you wouldn't play with any of them. We stayed there for 45 minutes and all you did was lay around. Time to go home for you then, buddy. I'll go do the vlog. All right, we're gonna take Ja home and I'm gonna head out and tell you our vlog for the day. Now, I presume most of us know who Bob Barker is. He was the lovable host of the game show The Price is Right for decades. So he's part of our story today, as well as the former property of Dolores Del Rio. Now I'm going to introduce her to you now. Now this is our beautiful Hollywood mural of Dolores Del Rio. Pretty much encompassing the bright spots to her career, which, you know, lucky her, she pretty much always had them. Now, she was the very first Mexican-Latina crossover actress. She came over in the silent movie era to the United States. Was gorgeous. Look at her. They often said that she was the Latina version of Joan Crawford. Same cheekbones, same eyes. So of course Dolores Del Rio became a favorite with all the designers because she was always immaculately dressed, always in perfect shape and always looking amazingly glamorous. In fact, she was friends with Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera, and they used to paint her pictures for her house of her. Now here you can see For Price Glory. That was one of her early silents, and then she actually had top billing over Fred and Ginger in Flying Down to Rio, which you can see up here. Now, the interesting thing about her is that she was a big star from pretty much the late 20s through the 30s, and then her career kind of started to fall off, so she just returned to Mexico and helped to make their cinema golden age thrive. She became a serious dramatic actress for like pretty much the 40s and 50s in Mexico, and then when she came back here, she played Elvis's mom. So she was a big-time celebrity, but one of the things that they said kind of turned people off from her was that when she came over here, she was already rich. Her family was rich, and they lost a lot of money during the Spanish War, but she ended up marrying a socialite, and he had money, so she always had money when she came over here. So the press always like kind of raised that up. They would always say that she was arriving with tons of coats and dresses and just kind of making her look superior to everyone else. But despite that, she, you know, became a beloved figure, and they originally, when they brought her over here, they made her the female Valentino. That was basically the goal. So in, I guess it would have been I think it was like 1926 is when Outpost, Toberman bought the property for Outpost, and when he started selling properties to stars, she was one of the first ones to buy one over to the Outpost area where we're going. She built a house built by designed by Milton Black in 1929, and one of the first things she did when she bought that house was she had something removed, and I'm going to tell you why. Now let's start heading over to Outpost. This place has a really fascinating story. What's now a historical landmark was originally an Indian burial ground. Speaking of Frida Kahlo, and that property where the burial ground was, that's where Bob Barker lives today. Well, Screen Bid is closed today. That's probably a good sign that they're putting out the Office stuff. Zoltar! Don't worry, even though we're cutting through pretty much smack dab middle of Hollywood, 2 blocks north of Hollywood, you wouldn't even know you were here. Looks like Doc Brown. Heads down. And of course we gotta pass by this. West Coast. Oh, check this out. So I showed you the Elizabeth Taylor one recently. Now they have one for Carrie Fisher and Debbie Reynolds. And it pretty much goes all the way around, it looks like. See, there's another one over here. Oh, those are both Debbie Reynolds, right? Now, I used to live on this street, so I'm going to show you, if you didn't see an old vlog, where I used to live and what memorable, well, tragically memorable, I would say, thing happened across the street.